My name is Gail Rico. I am currently 75 years old. I closed my reverse mortgage with Colette, I believe it was about a year ago, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm. I think so,
in July, because I think I remember seeing the dates. And at that time, I was curious as to how things would go. The process was very easy. I was very comfortable and very relieved at the end, getting those statements showing that I didn't have a payment every month. The monies that I gained from that, I took a one-time distribution rather than monthly. That is now invested securely, and I gained money from it. I get money every month from the investment, and it's still staying right there. I still have that money, you know, all in a pod, so to speak. So I would say have no trepidation about a reverse mortgage. I love it. I'm free. I'm happy, and doing things that I never thought I would be doing at this stage.
Like what?
Well, like having the freedom. The money is there and invested, and so I'm able to know that that's secure for my heirs. And I still am gaining a little bit of money on like insurance policies, a little stock that I had, and I'm able to travel without. Before, I would never ever plan on a vacation, and now I have the ability to do that and the freedom to do that.
That's wonderful.
So, yeah.
So you're partying with your girlfriends now.
I am partying with my red hat girls.
That's great.
And having fun doing it, yes.
Wonderful.
Yeah, I can't imagine. And people ask me, many people say, you know, how are things, because they knew I was in a frenzy a year and a half ago. And I said, reverse mortgage is the thing. I mean, that's why I think you own a home, so that you have an investment of sorts to take care of you when you're older, and rather than waiting and selling it. And I don't know, it's very confusing to me. I just feel so comfortable without a mortgage payment every month.
That's great.
And knowing that that money is there growing, who knows whether my house is going to grow or not.
Yeah.
You know.
It always amazed me that, you know, you would, when you're a young person, you always hear people tell you, buy a house so you have something for your old age. But nobody really knows what to do with that house in your old age. So you get older, and now your property taxes have gone up, and you're still in this house. Now it needs repairs. So what do you do with it? And a reverse mortgage can make, you know, that dream of having a home help you in your old age.
Exactly.
A reality.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And in my situation, I have a son with some special needs that I need to make sure there'll be some money there for after I go.
Yeah.
Thankfully, I have a daughter and other family members who will make sure it happens. But it was just a very, I think it was smart on whoever part that suggested it to me.
Well, I think Dennis suggested it to you.
Well, Dennis Lohr, he's the love of my life.
I love Dennis Lohr. He's just fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he handles all the rest of my my worries, my money worries, and so I just call Dennis and say, Dennis, can I do this? He's very young, but I can kind of lean on him, you know.
Yeah.
Now, I don't have, you know, a significant other in my life to help me make those kind of decisions, you know.
Yeah.
And that's something, too, I think is important. To
Yes.
be able to lean on those people that know things, and that's kind of like why I called Colette, because
Well,
I had some
thank you.
concerns now with, after the process is over and we're into it and I'm living with it. I had questions as to, oh my goodness, when I go, do my heirs have a certain amount of time to sell my house? Does it go back to the bank right away? I just kind of was ignorant, and I don't think I remember asking those things beforehand.
So that was basically the stressful part of doing a reverse mortgage for you, was making sure that all of the questions were answered before you signed on the dotted line. Do you feel that I did a good job for you?
Oh, definitely.
Telling you what to expect?
All the expectations and how it handled and how it closed, and but I didn't think of after the fact and after it's over with for me, what do my heirs need to do? And so that's the only thing that I think was not addressed at that time.
Right. And that was a good suggestion. So I am going to write a document that you and other people who have reverse mortgages can put that with their personal papers, so that when the time comes, their heirs do have some idea of, this is what is going to happen with the house at this point, and this is the person that you should speak to, or call me for questions that you may have. But this is the basic process.
Exactly.
Process that you'll be going through when that happens.
Yes.
Yeah, that was a great idea.
And that's the only thing I would say that would be questionable in the whole situation. It was, very comfortable. I had no. Well, in the beginning, I thought, oh my gosh, is this the right thing to do?
Yeah.
But as it turns out, it was the right thing to do.
What was the turning point for you? What was it that made your decision?
I think in having the money situation explained to me, like going to Dennis, and Dennis was kind of instrumental, I think, in doing this. And then explaining where the money is, how it will grow, what you can do, what you can't do, and that I wouldn't have that mortgage payment every month. That used to kill me.
Yeah.
And I was constantly digging from my savings and pulling money out, and it was always so nice to see that grow. And then all of a sudden, financial
you start
situation,
seeing chunks of it just go away, and it does get a little scary because you're relying on that money to generate more money for you.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. And so now it's harder for that money to grow in the savings, but now it's so nice to see things pretty much even. The money that I gained from it, and I still have the money. Like if I have a big plumbing problem, or I did have a situation where I needed to do some remodeling, and the money was there, and I didn't have to worry about it.
Yeah.
So I would say I'm living a much more comfortable life.
I'm glad you are.
Yeah.